Well, good evening, gang. I'm here with my second-gen Toyota Kluger, or Highlander, depending on which language you speak. This is 2008, and I'm about to do a quick oil change. So if you haven't done one of these before, one thing you might not know is they actually have a cartridge filter, not a screw-on type filter. How very European of you, Toyota. So getting in under your vehicle, the two things you're looking at is the old drain plug, which is right there. That's pretty standard, and the filter is under this little hatch here, so two bolts to get it off. These are 10mm bolts, in case you're wondering. There we go. And then up in there you have your cartridge filter case. And the access on that isn't such that you can get a filter wrench on them, so ta-da, a filter tool socket thing. There we go, here's what they look like. This one is specific to Toyotas because it's got these little notches in them. And those notches go in these lugs here. So, just to check it fits, and it does, it's good. Let's drain our oil. So this is a 14mm. Oh, there it goes. And I've just been driving this, so it's gonna be hot. So, excuse me whilst I burn myself and make a mess. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not too bad. I did all right. I'll call that a pass. Fresh gloves time. So it's always good to drain your oil warm. That way it flows a little faster, flushes a little better, but just be careful if it's hot, you can do yourself some damage. So be careful with that one. Okay, that's had time to drain. So we're gonna pop our plug back in. Check your washer, make sure it's okay. If not, you might need to replace it, but ours is good. Give it a quick clean. And tighten it up. Firm, but not ridiculous, so just until you feel a good resistance. There we go. You can always tighten it up more if it dribbles, but I'm confident that one's gonna be fine. Now I've run into a little bit of a problem. Well, it's not actually a problem for me, but I won't be able to show you everything I wanted to show you. And what happened is, before I got started, I just wanted to get this on here and crack the filter housing, so I knew I'd be okay, which I did. That's now loose, finger tight, so no problem there, but this is now stuck on. It needs to be tapped off so that we can empty the drain plug inside the filter housing. And you'll see what you get in these filter kits is this little drainer. So we're going to go without that, which means we're going to make a little bit more of a mess, but that's all right. I don't mind making a mess, but I won't get to show you that in action. So given we can't drain it, it's going to behave even worse than a regular screw filter, and it's going to dribble all over the place. So we'll just have to loosen it off and see how we go. I'll get as much out as I can. So I managed to get a controlled dribble without taking it off completely, so I'm going to let all that dribble out so I don't get a big gush of oil when I properly remove it. Okay, so now I've got that out. I've just tapped this off very lightly with a hammer. So here's the little drain cover. It takes a 3/8 socket. You can unscrew that, and then once you unscrew it, inside is a little pressure seal, which this is your tool. You push that inside and it pushes up the pressure seal, which is at the bottom there. You can see it in the bottom, a nice little flap, and then that allows you to drain that oil out nice and tidy without making a mess. But we did all right without it. So the other things you get in the kit are a couple of seals. The little one is for that drain plug. So we're not going to be using that because we haven't touched the drain plug. obviously the bigger one for the main housing. So I'm going to change that out. So there we go, old one out, new one in. Pop the new filter in as well, and back under the car we go. So I can pop everything back up and in. Just make sure it screws in without cross threading. Should be very, very, very easy to put in. And then for me, I'm a big fan of only doing filters hand tight. So got myself some grip with a rag. I'm just going to go as tight as I can by hand. I'm not even going to use the tool to do it back up. Clean everything up, make sure there's no oil anywhere, and then after driving for a little while I'll come back and check it's not leaking. If it is, then maybe I'll use the tool to cinch it up a little bit, but I'm confident that with a new seal that shouldn't give us any problems. Sorry about the light, it got dark on me. But I think we're finished underneath. I'm not going to put that hatch cover back on yet because I want to inspect that filter housing and make sure it's not leaking after driving it for a little bit. I'll put it back on after that. So now all we're going to do is fill it back up and do the oil cap. So we're using a 5W30. 5W20 or 5W30 is recommended for this vehicle depending on your application. We do a lot of hot highway miles, so we go in the 5W30. And this should take about 6 to 6.5 litres or quarts, and this is going to be a two-hand job, so I'll see if I can find you a place to watch. All right, that little funnel had disaster written all over it, so I went and spent the time trying to find my longer fill funnel. That's a nice long one. That's what she said. So I'm going to put in about 5 to 6 litres to start with, and then we'll check our levels and go from there. So that's 4 litres left in the bottle, which means 6 litres in the engine. Let's see how we're doing. Just on the bottom of the dipstick, so we can probably go a little more. Problem is it's so clean, I can't tell, but I think that's at full. So I'm going to stop there. There's definitely plenty in it, so we'll get it on the levels and check it properly where we can see. Check our engine bay's clear. Yep. And start it up. Sounds all right.
Bluetooth.
And now that we're on the flat, you can see what our level's doing. It looks good, just at the top mark. And I've just taken it for a bit of a drive, so we'll check for leaks. Nothing there, nothing there. So we can pop that hatch cover back on. And done. And then we'll pop our little reminder up there. And that's it, we are done. Another job jobbed. See you next time.